Hi guys, welcome back to my Exvius guide. Now I'm gonna review Olif, as known as Misty's Guardian. So he is support type character, like Chloe and Riku. As supporters, one of the most important stats is health. Like you can see that he has the highest health base. Not much though. He gets health plus 10%. It is better than Chloe but worse than Riku. Olif also gets the highest spirit boost of all three. He gets 45% spirit boost, but I don't think it matters because he is not a healer or magic tank. Sure, it helps to survive magic attack, and it also increases his damage potential because he has an attack based on the spirit stats. But really, do you want to use him for that? Also, you can only get 45% spirit if you equip mace, which is not a good weapon if you want to search for spirit stats. He also gets useless attack plus 20% for no reason. He also gets defense plus 20%, which is nice, but really nothing special. Especially because I think you will have physical tank. Other than those things, Olif doesn't have any other passive. No extra element resist, no elements resist. Like you can see that Olif's stats are, bad. Enough about stats. Let's take a look on his abilities. Let's begin with the worst abilities. He has 3 offensive abilities. These abilities are based on his spirit. Okay, sure, this one is unique, but I doubt the usability of these skills. The skill has nice multiplier, but take example from my Ayaka, okay? I'm not a whale, but I think my Ayaka's equipment is kinda decent. Even with that decent setup, I only managed to make Ayaka spirit reach about 700. From what I know, Ayaka has the highest spirit on this game. Imagine that on Olif. I bet, he probably only able to get about 4 to 500 spirit with high tier equipment. And also remember, he needs to equip mace to get that extra 25% spirit. And last time I checked, there is only one mace that give you spirit boost. And yes, it is Yushit exclusive equipment. Put it short, it will deal bad damage to the enemy. Anti-demon and Drake Chan have nice side effect. It will increase 50% of your magic damage to those types. But like you can guess, bad damage plus extra 50% become, even worse damage. Okay, terrible. Really terrible. Not sure what they are trying to do here. I get the idea, okay? You want to have a support who able to deal damage, right? But seriously, the damage is so low. He also has stats buff skill, but they are also terrible. Drake's Fang will boost your attack and magic, Drake scale for defense and spirit. The problem is they only increase your stats by 50%. Why they don't make him like Minfilia, okay, who has 100% on single stats? Remember that buff doesn't stack. 50% is not that high in this game, okay? So you can catch cheer, and cheer has 40% effect, so only 10% difference. So pretty bad. You may say attack and magic buff are useful for hybrid character. Yes, okay, yes, you are correct. Then use him on your party, okay, but I wouldn't. So enough about useless abilities. Let's take a look on some decent abilities. His trademark ability is Drake Formation. It increases all your element resist by 20% and gives you 15% damage mitigation. If you compare it to Morris Love You All, this seems bad. But actually, it is not that bad. We can say that we get 50% damage reduction from Morris Love You All if you get attacked by any element. And this drag formation gives you 35%, so yeah, only 15% difference. But of course, if you have other mitigation buffer on your party, then this one is bad because buff doesn't stack. The effect is half of the famous Hyper Null O, but remember that Hyper Null O needs a setup, so this skill is only useful if you don't have mitigation buffer and Riku on your party. He has a little bit higher resist on his Drake Crash abilities, but they are only 10% higher, so they're actually lower than your Drake formation, because like I said, your Drake formation actually has 35% reduction. But yeah, maybe you can use this after your Drake formation, so the total of reduction becomes 45%. If those seem too low, then remember, he has an access to 6 bar elemental god spells. Each will increase your resist by 70%, so yeah, pretty good. This skill has one weakness though. Remember that these are green magic. There are some missions which forbid you from using green magic. At that time, this will be useless decoration. Unlike Chloe's elemental buff, they are not magic, so you can safely use them. You may argue that Chloe's abilities are also useless on no abilities mission. True, that's correct, but I think that's pretty rare situation. Usually, when abilities are not allowed, the problem is not the elemental resist, but healing or other things. It is different with no green magic missions, because usually no green magic mission screams elemental resist. He also able to buff your party's damage against dragon. It is not much, only 10%. It is probably not that tempting, but let's say you bring 5 attackers and 1 Olif. This means you will increase your damage output by 50%. So basically, the more attacker you bring to the battle, then the greater this ability gonna be. I think there is only one situation where you need this, okay? So if you want to kill a dragon within one turn, this will be useful, but other than that, I don't think it will be useful, okay? For example, when you fight Bahamut, if you're able to kill Bahamut in one turn, then I think even if you don't have Olif, you can still do that. But if you don't have Olif and still want to kill Bahamut, then simply use Garnet Cheese. The last ability is Whisper of the Worms. It is MP battery skills. Today it is not special, but still be useful if you don't have other MP regen sources. However, the amount regenerated may be kinda small. Story event Olif only regenerate about 16 MP per turn. His LB is nice, but I don't think it is worth to be level up. It is better to invest on others, especially because he is a niche character. You won't bring him on all battles. The side effect is nice and useful, but you can get those from normal skill, especially Misty, who is on the same banner as him. For cure all stats ailments, Misty able to prevent ailments on the first place. So yeah, leave this LB alone. I think that's all about his abilities. For equipment, he is a support, so you only need to add enough health, spirit, and defense. No need to focus on spirit unless you want to use him as an attacker. I think it is simply better to make him Trustmaster abilities user. You can give him pot 153, Riku's pouch. For abilities, you can give him Kyuraga. That's why I suggest you to give him Soul of Tamasa, so he can dual cast that Kyuraga. You can give him debuff or impaler abilities, for example Crazy Day, because yeah, after you buff your party's elemental resist, you can also lower the enemies. Okay, Crazy Day is a good ability, so yeah, maybe character like this is the good candidate for equipping it. My conclusion for him, Olif is not a bad character if he is released way back then before Minfilia or Chloe, okay, but now he is simply kinda useless. Veteran probably have Minfilia. For newbie, you shouldn't focus on him and waste your resource. I admit it though, he is better than Sirius. Also, placing him together with Misty simply makes us, the player, hate him more. Okay, let's just hope for his awakening later. However, if you get him and you already have Minfilia and yeah, other elemental buffer, then don't worry, because at least his Trustmaster reward is still usable. It is the best rope for your healer. If you don't need an elemental resist, of course. If you need elemental resist, Rainbow Rope is still the best. The health boost from his Trustmaster is very useful. So yeah, just accept it if you get him and pray you will get better character on your next pull. I give him 2 out of 10 if you already have elemental buffers such as Riku, Chloe, and Minfilia, because that means he only has 2 functions for you: Trustmaster reward and Drake Slaying Ritual if there is a battle where you need to one-shot the dragon. But if he is your only elemental buffer, like it or not, you are still gonna use him, then I can give him maybe about 6 out of 10. So yep, I think that's all you need to know about Olif. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. And of course, I hope you get that Misty, okay? Bye bye guys!